Basically, I have two questions. The first one is about A/B testing and the multi-variant testing. We saw a couple of times that if we, let's say, we left testing for a couple of weeks, we see a really bad influence in the search results. I mean, we can maybe get dropped from first or second position to second page to a page. So I want to know what's the impact on this and how we can, how we can basically do that not happen again, or anything that we can do on the A/B testing that can prevent it from happening. Because it's not only once or twice it's happened, it's lots of times.
So what kind of site are we talking about again?
A lot of times. It can be a movie site, it can be a review site.
Okay, so we're talking a brand new site that is like dropping after 2 weeks.
Basically, it's a brand new site. It might be a year-old website, 2-year-old website. We're just trying to make some, improvements in the site to maybe call to action items, maybe change some buttons, maybe add some images. We're not touching the content basically. Not all content always the same. Maybe we change the place of the view table. And this is it.
So that's technical changes, right?
Yeah.
Technical changes. All right. And the sites drop periodically, like every 2 weeks, or?
No, it just drops and you can stay there for about a month. And just running the code.
Is that the month when there is vacation in Israel?
No.
I'm just asking because
that happens
quite a lot.
For Israel.
So again, I could be guessing now, but that really doesn't make much sense. There is so many factors that can play a role. This is the reason why the forums are really the best source for you to get some advice. If you're hesitant to share all the cases, maybe start off with one and see where you get. But it really doesn't make sense to say maybe this or that. There's just way too many things. It could be very well a hosting issue. This is something that could trigger that kind of behavior, but it's just a guess, really.
See, but do you think that two weeks time or a month time is too much for the A/B testing or the multivariate test?
I really don't want to make a guess. It would be rather confusing and not beneficial for the audience either, without having a look on the site, having a look on the caching, knowing what's going on. Why don't you submit it and comment maybe on Barry's post and point to the thread, and I'll try to have a look on it. Would that work for you?
Sounds great.
Cool.
So the second question is, we're working again for almost like everyone here, for almost every country in the world. And the point is, every algorithm for every country, every country has kind of different algorithm. So at least that's what we feel, because I have some countries that can just spam it out and rank for years, #1. And I have some countries that if I spam the same way, just in 1 week, it can be dropped down and banned for years from Google. So I want to understand how you just check the countries, how you can say this is a country that we're going to update the algorithm in 1 to 2 years, and this is a country that will update the algorithm first.
So you're saying that from user perspective, basically the spam rates differ across countries, across languages. There might be differences. Of course, we've been building my team over the last 5 years, and there are countries that we've been focusing primarily on in the beginning, of course. So yes, there might be differences, but I don't think there is a huge gap having countries that are more spam or having languages that are significantly more spam than others. Having said that, if you come across spammy results, please report them. I know that the Hebrew language spam report is not quite perfectly translated yet, so feel free to use the English one if you feel like it. And rest assured that we're actually looking into them. I've heard a lot of people saying yes, but those disappear in the nirvana and are never being heard of. We might not do anything that is instantly visible, yet all those spam reports are being reviewed very thoroughly, and they do help us a lot.
Yeah.